Coming up on Look Today, well, with temperatures starting to fall, the Open Door Mission in Glens Falls is still looking for a code blue shelter this winter. I have the latest. Plus, our cameras are in Lake George to witness the polar plunge to benefit Special Olympics. And the Warren County EDC releases its economic development strategy for 2016. I've got those details. And it's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, we interviewed David Wallingford to discuss the tribute to Vietnam-era veterans, and that's happening at the Saratoga Springs City Center. And Mary Gordon and Katie Payne are here to talk about the March of Dimes. Plus, your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. In our lead story, the Warren County EDC and its president, Ed Bartholomew, have outlined their economic development strategy for Glens Falls for 2016. Bartholomew discussed the strategy at a recent budget workshop in Glens Falls. The three priorities are local construction jobs, downtown retail, and regional collaboration. Bartholomew said, "We need to make greater efforts to make sure contractors have local workers." He noted that there is a history of out-of-state contractors being hired for local jobs, sleep in their cars, and spend money outside the region. But Bartholomew praised Bonaccio Construction for hiring a local excavating firm. The EDC hopes to create incentives and tax abatements for companies who use local firms. Glens Falls will continue to collaborate with Queensbury and come up with ideas to recruit businesses to open in downtown Glens Falls. Well, changing from news to weather, it was cold enough for a few flakes of snow to fly this weekend. But how's the weather shaping up for the week? For the latest, we're going to head to our Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. And back to the news. Well, with temperatures becoming colder, the Code Blue shelter in Glens Falls still does not have a home, and time is running out. Open Door Mission Director Kim Cook says that the biggest hurdle is finding a building that meets state codes. Many of the buildings she has looked at do not have sprinklers. Now, there are two potential locations that the shelter could use, but she said none of them are slam dunks. Well, Cook is working with Glens Falls Mayor Jack Diamond on securing a location. Now, the building at 102 Warren Street that housed the shelter last year has been rented out. A code blue is in effect, by the way, when the temperature is below 20 degrees or a foot of snow is forecasted. Well, in other news, hundreds of people ran into Lake George this past weekend for the polar plunge benefiting the Special Olympics. Now, those who braved 49-degree water, get this, they raised over $70,000 for the Special Olympics. The group, Brian's Bashers, raised the most money, totaling $11,000. And Look Today spoke with Scott McGregor about why he attends the event.
We're helping today to raise a significant amount of money for the Special Olympics. It's a cause we believe very strongly in. And also to spread the message of health and wellness throughout the entire Capital District.
I got news for you. That lake is cold in August. Well, the Polar Plunge helps the Special Olympics keep programs such as unified basketball funded throughout the season. Well, also in the news, the Hall of Springs in Saratoga held its annual Nutcracker Tea this past Sunday. The event sells out every year. However, this year, the event was open to a record 800 guests. The tea is a family-friendly event that raises money for SPAC's arts education programs. The event raised over $50,000. Well, still to come, Mary Gordon and Katie Payne are here to talk about the March of Dimes. Plus, David Wallingford is here, and he's going to discuss the tribute to Vietnam-era veterans, which is happening at the Saratoga City Center this Saturday. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, or join us for an interview, give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.